Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, a.k.a. Kelly in Vegas, and I am sitting here with the disagreeing duo, Ralph Michaels and Marco D'Angelo. They just had an agreement on our Notre Dame Virginia Tech video. So
that can't happen again.
Listen, I know who I like in this one, and it's the right side. And so I have a feeling we might all three be in agreement, which probably is the kiss of death here. So let's get started. Dolphins catching 6 at the Bengals. The Bengals have made me so much money this season. It has been so awesome. I don't even feel bad for all the people that had the Atlanta Falcons last weekend because I deserved it after a couple other brutal beats. But that being said, the Dolphins finally got a little humbled at Gillette Stadium, but we knew that was going to happen. They can't win in Gillette Stadium. But I don't think they're quite the fraudulent 3-0 we keep hearing. Marco, you look like you have a lot to say here. I'm excited.
Oh, I love this game. I love the dog. And this is a spot where we talked about in a previous video where the stock is high and the stock is low. And right now, after Cincinnati went into Atlanta, and everybody saw the week before the Atlanta Saints game. So they're in love with Atlanta, the offense, the way they're going. Atlanta can't stop anybody, and they had 3 people out on defense, so it made it matters worse, plus they were coming off that overtime game. We're seeing a pattern this year, which we've had more overtime games than we've had that I can remember to start a season, but these ones that are division games where it's already a physical battle, mental, physical, those division games are so much more important. Whenever they have those, look what happened to Green Bay in Minnesota the week after they played. Both teams not only didn't cover, they lost their games outright. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Pittsburgh went on to lose. Cleveland got a win, but cover. They lost the game, but they got the cover. Teams are not playing well. And Atlanta last week, they didn't play well off the Saints game. Cincinnati took advantage of it. Now they're going home. They're going to be laying points to Miami. This is what I'm going to just say, and this sums up this whole game, talking about value. If you put the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots right now on a neutral field, who's the favorite?
Ooh, I have to make Patriots minus 2.5.
Obviously.
4.
This line is the same as Miami was getting in New England last week. It's insane. It's ridiculous. I'm all over Miami.
That's the one thing I was going to ask Ralph. So I said this was probably a field goal-esque type game when it was Miami catching 5.5. Now there's a full point higher. I don't know if that was the wise guys playing. I don't know if it's the Bengals have just been covering and just playing out of their minds and people are wanting to back them. Ralph, your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to sum it up pretty quick. You've got one team off a thrilling last-second road win. You have another team that was an embarrassing 30-point loss. And listen, if you're going to have to travel to New England, and New England was in no question a must-win mode, you have Brady and Belichick in a must-win mode, you lose to them, that's not bad. Yes, they lost by 30. Just a stat to add to that side, teams that are off 30-point losses since 2012, 42, 33, and 2, 56%. Not a reason to back a team, but certainly if you like the team that was embarrassed off that big loss, it's a positive 56% check mark to put on the side of the dog.
Okay, king of numbers. The only concern I have in this one and why I have not bet the Dolphins yet, I probably will play them in the Super Contest, and I would like to back them on Sunday. They're off back-to-back. Now this will be the second road game. It seems to be at least maybe a misconception, so correct me if I'm wrong, of teams playing back-to-back road games. Is that any concern here?
Well, Miami is a team that travels as much or more than anyone when your division foes are in the Northeast. Travel nowadays is a luxury plane ride. It's not as if, though, you're taking buses to places. You're going to New England, you have a 2.5-hour flight. You go back to Cincinnati, it's a 2-hour flight. I don't put any stock into that unless there's an altitude situation for the second week or weather's a factor.
Awesome.
One more thing, I'm the master of situational stuff. Let's not forget, this is a sandwich game for Cincinnati. They're coming off of playing the Atlanta game on the road, thrilling come from behind. Now you come home and play the Dolphins. Yeah, they're 3-1, but everybody's talking, as you said, counterfeit 3-1. Who do they have next week? And I know it's still the mystique. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers for Cincinnati. This is a sandwich spot of all time.
Huge divisional game versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like it. Go Dolphins. All three of us agree. Let's hope that's not the kiss of death. Each and every Monday, get daily pick packages for just $9. This includes any 5% best bets, normally priced at $30.